Hey guys, this is Alpha 21. We're just gonna see what the differences are. In fact, we're gonna go for Rhea's children in the desert. Okay, so this is one of the new things. They've got now traits on each character. You can randomly re-roll them separately instead of doing the whole lot. So you can make yourself a good starter set. So let's see how we get on. You can also see that coming soon we get a bit of stylization to them. She doesn't carry much, but she wants to be a weaver, and we'll redo that one. Cultist wants to be a mason, and their stats are not very good. That's a depressing one. Passionate herbalist, high spirit. We'll keep that one for now. Okay, that one eats too much, so we'll change that. Bit of a night owl, passionate farmer. Body's not very high. Bit of a night owl, pack mule, high mind. Don't walk as fast. Keep that one for now. Herbivore and a night owl. Maybe make it a carpenter. So what else we got? Optimistic and excitable. They become happy or sad very fast. We'll change that. Well, we don't want a cultist. No, a cultist. Passionate trapper. Mediocre spirit. Yeah, we'll keep that one. Carnivore. Excitable. No. Passionate cook. Passionate potter. Oh, that's what we need. We need a potter. We'll keep that one. Oh, so we can change now, male or female as well. So we could have an all-male group, all-female. Passionate cleric and a cultist. I think that'd be good. Passionate engineer. Ooh, passionate footman. Got very good body stats though. We do need a high body stat. Let's see what we can get. Oh, it's a passionate herbalist. No. I'm trying to get... No, there's a high body. Passionate archer, yeah. So we'll stick with that one. Because at the moment there can be a footman and then go into a thing. An archer, passionate carpenter, passionate farmer. We always need a good farmer. Pack mule night owl, so that could be a worker. Farmer, archer, potter, trapper. Herbivore. Let's see what that one does. And a passionate herbalist, which will probably come in handy. And we'll go for that. Should we change their names? Let's put my name in one of these. Will be the male farmer. Okay, this is the other new bit, what they've done. Basically, instead of buying from a shop, you'll get a selected amount of items. And there's a few more coming soon as well. So you'll get like a gift pack, as it were. Now, because we've gone on to the potter, that would be our best bet. And we do have a passionate herbalist footman, archer, but it'll be a footman and a trapper. We'll also have a bit of gold, a little bit of food, but we can buy the farmer's tools once we get some berries on the go and that. Yeah, I think that might be the best bet for us. That one give you the opportunity to buy one tool and have 20 gold left over after, so you could get a weaver and a farmer. I'm interested in the herbalist and the footman and the trapper, so that one for money value is a lot better in my eyes, as each one of these tools would cost me 80 in game, I think it was. Just want one with a square, and a nice bit in the middle. Maybe one more. Let's see what we got in this one. Ideal. Maybe we'll just go for that, I think. Go for that. So you can see the gift packs, what we got. We got the food, we got the tools, and that's our start. So let's set these guys off. I presume we would have let's have a look. So we need to go to more jobs. There's the traits there. So that's the farmer, which we don't have yet, we need to buy, so he needs to stay as he is. This one is the Passionate Trapper, which we do have a tool for. So change that person's job to Trapper and see what happens. Okay, so now that guy's a Trapper. Apprentice Trapper at least. Let's see what would happen with them. What else we got? That's the Carrier, he's gonna stay as he is for now. That's the Night Owl Herbivore. That's the Herbalist, we've got that tool. So let's put that tool in. So from the bottom, it's the Potter. There's one more. And that's the Archer, so that one's going to be Soldier first, and level up into Archery. The guy just gave some more food, and now I just need to move these plants so we can harvest them on and off, and start getting some clay and bits and bobs. You see the guys skipping? That means that they're above happy, they're merry. Means they move slightly faster, I believe. Although that guy seems to be running quite fast anyway. When they get depressed, they look down on the ground and walk slow. Okay, so one of these said that they were a bit of a night owl. So we'll see what happens at night. It's supposed to be a worker night owl. I'm not sure. The guys that wanted to do a certain job seem to be skipping. They seem more content. Let's have a check on them now. Surf binarian. This is trait. No, it was raw. Yeah, we knew it was. Still an apprentice herbalist. So maybe when they become the next one up, it might have an effect. I don't know. Okay, so we just made like just a small sleeping quarters. See if they share that. And then next to that we'll make a little food area. Now for 21 it said they've changed the spacing around people, so their personal space has changed due to people putting beds in the middle of houses instead of against a wall. And it's saying that solid walls now and corners don't affect the personal space as much. So this one I've built fairly small in comparison to what I normally build, but I have put windows in, as the windows were supposed to open up the personal space in. So we'll see how that affects it. Okay. So there's now a pot or two, still got the trait. I don't see much difference. Into the actual effect. Possibility that the experience has gone up a little bit faster, but it's got a high spirit, so it gets a XP boost from that. Attributes. Maybe it increases the rate of what it gets fine objects, but then that wouldn't make sense for the other guys unless it was critical hits what they get as well. So as it stands, the actual traits in game, I'm not seeing too much difference. I might be wrong. The startup package, what you get is good though, where you can customize it a bit more with the individuals, give them a bit more personality. Maybe the people get more sad if they're not doing the thing that they want to do in the traits, I'm not sure. Why does that look battered? So my kiln's a bit worn out. Personality wise, they all seem quite happy and content. The spacing thing, it does seem to be more improved than what it used to be, because around about now my guys would be pretty depressed, usually saying that they're claustrophobic, but with this house being this small, it seems to have improved a lot. So you don't have to do stupidly sized houses just for one bed. Still put windows in above the beds and all that though. It seems to work out alright. People keep asking for, on the next alpha each time they release an update, other people keep asking for more units, more crafters, stuff like that. There are a few more what are coming, but to be fair, it's a creative game as well as a builder and stuff, so you get to create all these different buildings and stuff. If you feel free to get templates off the discourse forums, there's loads of them. There's a guy who's created over 100 different ones. I also make them on and off. I've got a Dropbox what I can send them from. I've done a nice church and stuff. As you can see, I've got a few different ones. I've got a twin block of flats. There's a practice UFO one, but that's gone a bit Pete-tong. I've started doing like little starter houses, so you can place this and for the wood lot, and it just gives you a little stockpile, enough space for bedrooms and eating areas, as well as the wood guy and the stone guy. Small little starter blocks for the clay areas. This is quite a good one for the trapper weaver. It gives enough trapping space to keep the weavers busy and get you enough hiding. These are the smaller buildings with little yards and stuff. And then the shop, it's more of an RP thing. It depends on your imagination when you're building. Like, you can build really great towns, have little shops in. They kind of use them. Like if you put certain stockpiles on the top of these little dots. I'll show you. So it's kind of got like little thing here. There's some guys that sometimes come in here, they'll sit there and eat, so it looks like they're running the shop, as it were. But on the top of these lines you put the stockpiles, so this would be like an armory's shop armour. So I put on the stockpiles on there, all the different kinds of armour, what they can wear. So when I get new guys, or if the guys, my blacksmith has made some new armour, it'll get placed in here. And it works two ways, because you can see easily what you've made, what you got, without looking anywhere else. And also they can pick it up from there and drop it off. Or you could use it for a herbalist, change a couple of these, put a herbalist workbench in there so he works in there and drops it off, put a stockpile or a box for him to get his raw ingredients from. Or you could get your farmer to have a shop and put his fresh produce in where the other guys can come and pick it up from, so it kind of looks like they're buying it from him and replacing stuff. But yeah, just down to the imagination. I think that there's enough in the game to keep it busy. There was someone commented on this Alpha 21 saying that the world seems a bit dead and wants more stuff to do. The only thing I would say to that is maybe try it either on hardcore, or for the devs to look at given the option to increase spawn rates for the things what do spawn in. Like sometimes you'll see a dungeon cave and stuff like that, but for those that just like building and prattling about and making things, we don't want it too strenuous, but we also want a little bit of activity. Unlock the population from 20, so you got more people coming in. That's always a biggie. And make your characters and your roads and stuff work. Like if there is a road, they will use it. I've started testing out building above the block what it should be on, so rather than them like digging this out, they'll place it on top, so it's its own separate entity. It takes a bit more planning, because if that road's in the wrong place now and I destroy it, I gotta destroy that whole block, that building. And once the road's in, that's set. I can't go and put a bit out this way now. So that's the downside to it. If you build it in spaces, it's not too bad. So that's that. So far. So a little house there, little house there. It's only one block high, so they can just drop up and down. Sleeping quarters and some food area. And then when you get a decent amount of defense up, you can then start looking at things like this, where you could get one guy or two guys and they can have a nice little mansionette, masonette, whatever it may be, little swimming pool. Just got to put a little ladder on those two blocks, so it looks like a thing. You could even put a diving board on if you wanted to try and create a diving board into the water. Little patio area for it, and then inside this one's got a herbalist place at the top, because this was for my herbalist. Little food area downstairs, and then that was going to be whatever you want it to be a kitchen or storage and whatnot. Sadly there's no TVs or indoor entertainment as such, no couches, so obviously they didn't have TVs in them days from when this is designed to. Maybe at a later date they'll introduce free periods where they kind of mill together and do nothing. They are looking at the chatting side of it, but if you could just put some more, an activity item inside, I don't know, like there was a card one where you could put, where it's like designed like a set of 2 chairs and they sit down and they start playing cards or dice or something. That would be cool. Most of the time my guys are usually working. But yeah, no, Alpha 21, small improvements, go a long way, especially for restarts, for the new games. Be interesting to see what the traits do. I have to have a look a little bit more into it. As this one's a passionate potter. She's dreamed of being it, but from my eyes, not much has changed. Except for that, she hasn't really leveled up that fast. Mediocre happy. There's nothing here saying that she's doing her dream job as like a +1, which would have been ideally more beneficial for me. Would make more sense. On that note, feel free to watch any of my other videos. I do Twitch on and off. I'm not a hardcore Twitcher. I don't ask for people's money, but donations button's there. Yeah. Thanks for watching.